Well, as I said, I am 27, so maybe there's some Frankie Jr. walking around and la 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 la. My future wife, if you see this, I love you. Hi, I'm Franky B. I'm a hard techno producer from Rotterdam, the Netherlands, and today we're gonna talk about hard techno music. I started off producing myself. I downloaded FL Studio when I was 18 or 19 years old, and it was like beep, blop, bloop. No idea what I was doing. And at this one moment I got this message from a Parisian organization, hey Franky, do you want to come over and play? And I said yes, but I never, ever, 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 ever in my life touched the turntable. So I went there, I was exhausted after, but then the spark was there. And from that moment on I just started making more music, and it got me where we are today. Okay, so I have got a few projects, or like actually just loose tracks, where I am writing my own lyrics, accompanied by guitar and also electronic music influences. It's very slow, very anything except Franky B, but it's a good way for me to get rid of all my emotions, because I'm always happy, but sometimes shitty things happen in life, and this is a good way to deal with those. I think before it was mainly focused on the music and on just being yourself, feeling comfortable, getting into the scene. And after COVID, for some reason, it switched to social media. The videos need to be on point. You need to profile yourself as a professional, cool artist that people want to follow, due to the fact that a lot of followers and a funny guy, or a funny girl, or attractive guy, attractive girl, is able to sell more tickets. And I think that's the main difference of focus right now within the hard techno scene, where it used to be only on music, and now it still is, but there's also more attention to people who are able to sell tickets. So I think it's now also important that you yourself portray yourself as not only the person that pushes the buttons or making the music, but also as an individual, as a person with nice moments, with sad moments, somebody that people could relate to and enjoy watching. So I think that's the main difference between now and back then. I think the positive effects can be, let's say for example, you are a good musician, but in the big land of musician competitors, you're having a difficult time to get seen, to get noticed, to get booked, because I think that's eventually the end goal, of course. There's another way to get the attention from bookers, and that's now via social media. Downside, on the other hand, is if you are not that good of a musician, which is still okay, I'm not judging. I know a lot of people who are also not the best musicians, but great content creators, and they get amazing bookings. Because as I just said, this results in tickets being sold, and that's eventually one of the most important things for big events. The possibilities are endless now, because it's not only about the music anymore, but I can also see a drawback, especially when there are super, super duper good musicians out there who are just not being booked because their names are just not that well known, which is a shame. Okay, difficult, because let's be honest, I think the hard techno that I'm making right now, and I think which is most trending at this moment, wasn't that popular just before COVID. During COVID, one of the Verknipt editions went on, you know Verknipt of course, and they were the only ones to supply this massive audience who was sitting at home urging to go to a party. And they were the only ones to show them what a party is like in like 1.5 years of lockdown. How long was the lockdown? I don't know, it's too long ago. So all of a sudden this massive increase in hard techno after COVID was just increasing by the day. So I think we're at a sort of peak time of this massive trend, and it's so difficult to tell what it's going to be doing in the future. Is it just a hype? Is it going to last? Are we surpassed the peak? Is it still going to peak even further? I don't know. And that's scary, because I'm on the boat driving down this hard techno river. Wow, au revoir. Bon voyage! I know this is a job you will not be doing for the coming 20 years. Like, I don't think it's going to be that mainstream as a Chesto or Armin van Buuren, which I've been DJing and producing for so long. So as Franky B, I don't know. I hope for the next 10 years to be doing what I'm doing now, but better and better and better. But it's so difficult to say, because I'm still trying to get to the level where I think, okay, this is a good foundation to be thinking about the future. But I hope still making music, and if not, I don't know. You know what I'm gonna do? Like when I retire? So I have this tattoo of this bow, an arrow, right? When I turn 80 and I don't have to work anymore, when I have earned enough money to stop working, I will retire and live in the countryside, and I will make my own bows, like bow and arrows. Just chop down trees, carve those things, steam them up, make the arrows, like get feathers and stuff. I'm gonna sell bows. So if I stop making music, I will be a fletcher, a bowman. I think in general it's very important to keep track of what you make yourself, so be in touch with your own style, of course, but I also do monitor what's trending, what people tend to like, which musicians inspire me. So I think for the track I submitted for these various artists was a little bit based on influence from Exodia. He had this track Iron Age with a lot of hardcore screaming, grunting samples, like and I felt that aggressiveness, and I thought that was something I'd like to work with next to only having aggressive kicks and synths. And it was a reverse bass kind of track that was the theme of the VA, so keeping that in mind, I kept it very deep and aggressive still. Oh Max, oh Max, oh Max. Next question, oh Max.
Okay, oh Max.
Call your parents more often. They love you. Before you know, call them. It's important, okay?